pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Paul Blake. Here. Andy. Here. Jim.
Here.
Committee reports. Lights.
Lights and cemetery, good.
Yeah, lights. There's one back here that's out.
Oh, okay,
So when you call them in, you'll have to give them. They'll want.
that number.
I don't even know if Patton's got a number, but
They don't all have.
they don't have. So you have to go, whatever street that is, whatever street this is, and say it's in between them. The one down here on the corner, so that's
North Ohio or South Ohio.
North
Or
Ohio.
North Ohio, yeah.
The
And
North-
Minnesota.
northeast corner of North Ohio and Minnesota.
Okay,
I think it's only two.
I'll check it out
Yeah.
tonight when I run back through.
But-
I usually normally just check these ones, I forgot about
Right.
the ones back.
But that's how they, that's
Yeah.
how they want you to do them, so, alright. Catch basins,
Good, so far.
cemetery,
Same, I went through it
Yeah.
before I came here.
there's trees up where they're probably gonna come down at some point, but. Alright, streets,
Streets, I have not noticed a significant change in anything. Also, they've been kind of covered
Okay.
lately,
Yeah.
so
signs,
she's not here.
other than them being crooked, I think they're all up. Safety, Deb's not here. You got anything on safety, Jerry? Is that it?
Remember,
You see, no?
He said nothing extra.
Oh, got mileage or anything?
Is it not sitting here? Sorry.
No, this,
I set one on the table.
oh, this is for January? Is that what we're, yeah, okay. Alright,
Yeah, there should be one sitting there.
alright, 0 reports, 3 car stops, 3 citation summons, 0 arrest, 1 activity, 0 minor complaints, mileage 39, assist is 0. You can have that, Liz. Lands and buildings.
Everything's still the same.
Alright. You get a chance to look at the minutes?
Yeah.
Did you? Did you?
There's in the table.
quick question, am I allowed to ask a quick question about this? The 2 auto fitness, what got fixed?
You can probably write that down, yes. I read.
Thank you.
The battery out of the lift station was
Right,
dead.
he talked about that last time.
And then,
Oil change.
got the oil change and something in the gas tank.
The gas tank wouldn't vent, so you had to mess with that. So.
Perfect. And what is Neilco rent?
That
Christmas
lift.
lights.
The lift for the
Yep.
lights? Okay, great. Thank you.
And we'll have another one of them coming pretty soon. Because we're going to take them down at some point. Alright. Motion to adopt the minutes.
Motion.
Second,
Okay, roll call, Blake,
yes.
Andy,
Yes,
Okay. You had a chance to look at it.
yes.
Billy?
No,
Oh.
I took it and
Angie
didn't
was
pass
hogging
it
them.
on. Because I had questions, sorry.
That's alright.
Ask all questions you got. Only way we learn.
No, that's what I'm assuming. How I learned. Just gotta ask. Quit being afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to sign here too?
Yes.
Okay.
motion to pay the expenses.
Motion made.
Second,
Roll call, Jamie?
Jane, yes.
Angie?
yes.
Is it good here?
Motion to approve the financial report.
Motion,
Second.
Roll call, Blaine?
Yes.
Angie?
yes.
Jamie?
Alright. Just had the sewer plant pumped out almost 20,000 gallons of sludge and such. There was a break in the line, or there was a water leak that gave us double the sewage for 3 days. So that didn't help anything. So we had to get the plant pumped out anyways, but that made a mess at that time. Contacted the owner. He said he had been there the day before and hadn't noticed anything, and I just told him that it was leaking, and kind of up to him if he wanted to fix it or not. So he came and shut it off, I guess, because it quit running. Didn't bother to thank anybody or anything, but you'd think as a business owner he would, but we've got one pump up there that's messed up. Probably had to get a new one. Wasting pump. Everything up there we have 2 pumps of everything up there, so. At the lift station, one of the pumps had a high temp alarm the other day, so I went down, pulled it apart yesterday. There was a towel in it.
a what?
A towel.
Are you serious?
How did it get past everything?
How
Was
did
it-
they even?
Because they never got a bar screen here. All they put them eradicators on the pumps. Them eradicators are supposed to chew up anything like that. The village needs a bar screen, which is looks just like fingers that goes down in there with a screen on it. Anything, wipes, plastic, bottles, cans, towels go in there. That collects it, brings it up, and puts it in a dumpster. The village needs one. No matter if we tie into Muskingum or not, that would save us so much trouble on these pumps. We have a pump down now. It's locked up. It's probably full of towel or something else. The pump doctor will be here hopefully this weekend. He was busy. I just got a hold of him today, so that'd be another. I don't even know at this point. We just paid him for he cleaned it out a month ago. Because I had never did it, so he kind of showed me how to do it. And I did it yesterday. But that towel is actually down in the pump. So he'll have to come. He'll probably show me how to do it, but you got to pull the pump apart to do it, so can't stress enough, people got to quit flushing things that they're not eating. I know.
And be attentive to what your kids are doing.
What?
It's just,
Kitchen towel, what'd you say, like a tube?
there's
Something,
there's all sorts of stuff in there. And you wouldn't think it'd get clear up here, but it does. You know. If we get rid of the sewer plant and tie into Muskingum at some point, we're still going to have the lift station. So we got 2 pumps in there that will always catch whatever goes in the toilet. So, I mean,
Unbelievable.
we need a bar screen. I don't know the cost on them. I'm gonna start getting some prices because we're gonna have to do something. Hopefully, we can get some money somewhere to do that.
But the benefits would outweigh the cost to get a bar screen, right?
Yeah,
Well, I
over
mean, we
time.
just need one apparently.
Yeah, if both of them pumps plug up, we're shut down.
Right.
So then we gotta have a truck down there, sit there all day, or forever.
For however, just like now.
might be a
you
month.
get a doctor in here for a few days.
So,
So I mean, like, people need to also be told. to
yeah,
pay attention
well,
to
you know,
what they're doing. I mean,
they've been told since 2016 not to put wipes in there, not to put,
Plastic.
I say if you don't eat it, don't put it in there.
If you don't eat it, don't put it in.
That's right, that's, you know. So that's where we're at on that. Hopefully it's just clogged and nothing messed up in that pump, cause them pumps are probably $6,000, so.
Who's the manufacturer of the pump?
Gorman Rope.
If you hadn't found and got that backup pump going, we'd have been in trouble right now.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Alright,
It's still scary.
I got grit on the truck if we need it yet,
Honestly, Jason fixes everything I watch on YouTube.
what else?
Mhm.
I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty good shape. We gotta get the lights down here pretty soon.
Everybody did know that it's gonna be a little while to get the, guardrails.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wanted to look at it.
Did we,
We got
I
a
seen something
loan,
about 55,000.
or a grant.
we got a
It's a
grant?
federal grant. Yeah, the cost I was quoted was 29,000.
Jeez.
But since it's gonna be a federal money, they had to bump it up to 55.
That's how our federal government works, as we all know when we're watching the news.
And-
On the amount of spending that's going
Elon's
on.
gonna be here pretty soon.
I
I
said-
know.
I said,
Elon's gonna be like, what
So-
are y'all blowing your money on?
so I hope that doesn't get affected by any of this, but, so, and, you know, we was turned down for the other loan with for Muscatine tying in, but, the REIT income tax is in. We're still working on appropriations. We'll have them for the next meeting. Your electric bill is gonna go up 10% this summer, 10 to 15%. That's not me.
No, I was reading that, so what's
Yeah.
their deal?
We need to get a deal.
Oh, that there?
'Cause I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
so
mean, it says, yeah, what is,
Well-
what kind of extra fees? Is that just for the village, or is that for everybody?
That's for everybody.
I was just wondering, because I noticed that our bills are on up, I just
The
didn't
last 2
know.
months,
Well,
it's already hiked.
we use 13 cents up
Everybody
there in the
has told me
garage.
that their bills
worth
have
of
gone up.
electric.
Mine has
Costs
been the exact
$65.
same for 5 years.
I just read tonight that
My bill has not increased at all.
because of the cost of electric, this summer it's gonna go up 10 to 15%,
You know,
so.
we own this
What's
one
the,
here.
okay, but why are they saying it's gonna go up 10 to 15%? Like, what is the reasoning behind that?
Because, let's see if I can explain it.
In layman's terms?
Yeah,
Okay.
they had to make all these improvements because on a really busy day, they have to have storage,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's heat or cold. So it's gonna cost more to do that,
Because
basically.
they had to make improvements
Yes.
to help us keep generating
Yeah.
when we need air conditioning.
If we need it that day,
Got it,
but,
got it.
some of them fees are just, I don't even know what they are.
I guess you gotta spend money to make it.
No, yeah, utilities don't. They can just say, we'd like a raise, and they get it.
Because you gotta have electric.
Yeah, you gotta
You
have
gotta
it.
have water, you gotta have it all.
The Utilities Commission always goes with them, I think. But, you know, and the governor and everybody else did for a while there, but, you know, they got people going to prison now, so they might be looking at things different. I doubt it, but,
I hope.
alright, haven't heard from Mons?
Listen, there's people, I quit trying, okay?
Alright.
We're gonna call them again.
I'm gonna call them again and see if they'll come in the spring.
I was gonna
And when
say-
they say, "Are you gonna
Since they
pay me?"
don't
I'm gonna be like,
charge us.
"Where?"
Now, I was gonna ask you, if you could call them and try to start scheduling a day for cleanup,
Okay.
and remind them
Bless
that
you.
they haven't been paid for,
4 years, 3 years.
I have no idea.
Two that I know of.
Well, 3 that I know of, because she said when I called her that you haven't. She said you haven't paid us for the last 2 years, and then picked up again last year.
So,
That's 2.
Bless you again.
tell them we'd like to pay that bill, before they come, and then we'll settle up after they do the other one.
I have gone as far as giving them my personal
know.
address to send the bill to,
I don't know, it's
and I
crazy.
still haven't
How
gotten it.
can you, I mean,
They do a good job. I
Yeah, they
want
do.
them back.
They come back-
Right,
they come
but
back
we
out?
want to
Yeah.
pay them too.
yeah,
Yeah,
What is Mons?
The
Trash
when we do
pickup.
the spring cleanup,
Okay.
it's a trash removal
it's a
service.
trash removal. Like they bring the big dumpsters
We've-
here and pick up
yeah.
all your spring cleanup
Okay.
stuff. But like
they won't,
I keep trying to call them, they won't send us a bill, and then they say, "Well, you didn't pay us last year." Well, you didn't bill us.
yeah,
Can't
so,
believe it's that hard for somebody to take our money
right,
I-
yeah, that's,
when everybody else wants to.
I feel bad saying, I really wanna pay this bill.
Yeah.
so, we got the invoice for the lift, you seen that, we finally got the credit card.
Do you have that under control now?
Phew.
Did they stop charging the village $75 a month?
No,
So
we're,
that's for, that was the marathon card. This is, the Huntington card that we just got.
we got rid of the marathon card.
Right, but they were still charging. Are they
No.
still doing that?
Yeah, I had a discussion on the phone with somebody.
Okay.
They said
Did they
it's-
speak English?
I don't even know if I was speaking English at that time, Angie, but they said it's taken care of, so.
Okay.
And we haven't gotten anything lately, so hopefully it's taken care of.
Praise Jesus for that.
Sometimes you just
I
gotta,
feel sorry for them.
well,
I feel
When
sorry
you
for
go
them if
off.
they send us another bill.
yeah, well.
They want to bill
hopefully
us
they
and
won't.
Mons doesn't. I don't know.
All right. Any unfinished business?
Well, I don't know if it's
I think-
unfinished, but something's gotta be done about the park.
Oh, parking. All right,
Parking where?
at the
At
end zone.
At the end zone.
What's going on with
And
it?
maybe like in
I
front
don't
of,
pay attention.
I don't
like
pay
it-
attention either. There's something
in
going
front
on.
of Chewy's too. You know, I talked about that last summer. When they park out there in the front, you can't see to come up the hill.
When you're pulling out of 603.
So,
Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense, yeah.
Right, and that's not.
so it's the
parking.
same thing over, if you go down this back alley, which is this alley,
Yeah.
see where that vehicle's parked?
Yeah.
You can't
Oh.
see around it, you gotta pull out here.
Yeah.
Or if they park out front, you have to pull out into the road to look up the hill.
The only thing I have seen recently is in the back, where they will go 2 to 3 cars
Yeah.
out.
I see it
And
every
I
day.
cannot pull out to like see to make a left hand.
So, I don't know how council would like to handle this. Dave said it's up to council, right? Or
Can we
no
just-
parking signs. This is the GIS.
Can we just send them a letter maybe, a nice
I-
letter?
I'm.
That's
thinking
basically the
Dave should
property
send them a
line.
letter. We're not trying to be mean.
Who is the
but
new
I
owner?
get
Like, is
calls
he
all the
reasonable?
time.
I have no idea
People
yet.
I can't.
I wanted to,
Sometimes that's all people understand.
I wanted to see what council's thoughts on it before I even approached the guy.
I mean, I don't
Well, that
know.
would be both, right?
Huh?
Chewy's and end zone, right?
Yeah, it's
Or
Chewy's.
they send people to know both? I have no
Chewy's
idea.
isn't a problem until summertime,
Yeah.
honestly.
This is a problem right now, and I don't know. I would like to see just motorcycle parking on the
On the side where
on the
door is.
side, if we can
In the alley.
do something like that, Dave, on the 160, on this side. And no parking from the, there's a telephone pole right here, back to the alley.
I agree with that. I absolutely
I
agree
mean,
with
he's
that.
got parking
The way they're
lots
parking
all
over,
over.
but the way they're squeezing
Along
in.
the edge of the building, yes.
Yeah,
Because if you get a truck,
Which they can do that.
Well, you
They
can
just
see
put a
past
sign
them.
there that says motorcycles only.
Yeah.
but I just wanna ask council if we can set it up that way if nobody wants to listen, I can have Jerry or Ray or somebody will go there and say, hey,
You want.
I think the problem that's going to be posed is the village can tell, at the end of the day, he's gonna be like, I own this building, you can't tell me what to do.
But they don't own that street.
they don't own the street.
Correct.
Right. So we can.
That's, our property goes right to the edge of the building. Pretty close. This is the GIS, so without a survey, it's not legal. I know. But everything else I've looked at on that GIS is pretty close. So,
Now, we had, Tim was being okay about it, and the
Tim
Silver
was very
only-
cooperative about
He was
it.
just having motorcycles.
Well, they might
so
like
you
that
could
idea
see.
about the motorcycle idea, though. I know the motorcycle people will like that, probably. You can
Well,
see past a
and then
motorcycle.
yeah,
Yeah, but at the same time.
Or-
you know,
But you can change the signs back here, though.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Just 2 different signs.
absolutely.
That's what I'm suggesting. 2 different signs. Motorcycle parking here, no
Well,
parking
they've
for
got
car
the big
here.
book out,
Yeah.
so we'll find out right
I
now.
can't find nothing in it about what we can do.
I think
Does
maybe
anybody else
have
wanna
Dave
look at
write him
this?
a letter, or maybe Fred go have a nice conversation with him.
I could
don't know
talk
what
a-
kind of a guy he is,
Yeah.
but maybe have somebody go have a nice little.
I mean, the other day when they was working on the building, they had that trailer up there, then the neighbors over here were parked partway out in the street. So only one car could get through there. I called the neighbors and asked them if they could, move their vehicle, and
Were they not cooperative?
they weren't cooperative
That's
at first. I said, I'm trying to be nice. I could just have an officer come over and talk to you. No, we're gonna move it. It's just, I said, okay. That's, you know,
Thing where people just need that privilege.
but even at that,
I don't know, but it's frustrating,
It's
isn't
getting
it?
out of control.
Yeah.
so the other thing I wanted to ask you about this whole deal, Dave. See them rocks out there?
Oh, on that property.
Is that a liability for us?
Where's the rock?
Right at the edge of the street there.
Why is it a liability for us?
Because that's village property.
They're gonna sue the owner of that property before they sue the village because it's on their it appears to be on their property.
Well,
I understand that these lines say otherwise, but if you're going to widen the road, because they maintain that, right? We don't know that.
we don't mow that, no. But that's gonna be just like the cemetery. You know. If somebody hits them big rocks, and we know they're on village property,
But do we know they're on village property?
I'd almost bet they are. I mean, we
Well-
haven't had a survey.
Well, if you haven't had a survey, then we wouldn't know, right?
Well, I mean, how often do you do surveys?
Well,
Or is it like as needed per property? Or?
pretty much.
I mean, if Timmy just sold that property, shouldn't it have been surveyed?
Well, not in Ohio. You don't have to.
Now, when we bought this first lot, we had to get it surveyed.
We had to
For
get
the
ours
bank.
surveyed too.
For the bank. For the bank.
Yep.
Yeah,
We had
sometimes
to
the
get ours
banks
surveyed,
request a
too.
survey sometimes, yeah.
But nothing else that we've bought around here has.
Joni, do you have to go anytime soon? We can let you.
Just 1 minute, my mom's in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Just 1 minute.
But
I feel like a survey would be the first way to go. A survey and then figure it out from there, come up with a game plan, and then go have a nice little chat with the guy. If he doesn't want to cooperate, then we go back to Dave and say, okay,
Okay.
what do we do now?
all right.
That's what I vote for.
Did they put them in, these new people? I thought it was the people before.
It was.
that put them in.
But I think they
Are
like
we talking about
them.
the rocks across the street?
Yeah.
Didn't that weird woman, didn't
Yeah.
that weird lady put
Yeah.
those in?
Yeah, right there. Isn't that the
No.
end zone?
Yeah, that's the end,
So-
that house right there, no, that weird lady put those
Yeah.
in. She was living there, what, in 2020, she moved out. That weird lady put them in.
But you know, that's a,
Do you remember her name? Was it Kim?
They were, him and her were military,
yeah,
Yeah,
ex-military, and
Her-
had some family members, so they inherited everything.
yeah,
They quit making the house payment because they had some issues.
right.
And
Then
they
they
lost
moved.
the house, and then she become vindictive because the bank wanted the house back.
Yeah. She said that they were military. and
but
she
I
said
think
it
they're
was-
probably, you know, I will talk to somebody from the state, because I think they've already put a pin up there in the corner for when they're getting ready to do the street this summer,
Oh, yeah.
so.
So they would have.
But
And it's a-
I
I'm
feel-
not opposed to a survey, but the last one cost me $600.
That's about average, yeah.
Well,
And the
And it
streets are
takes
50,
forever to
the
get
streets
but I feel like we
50 foot
can't,
wide.
I feel like we can't exactly say this, that, or the other until there is a survey though.
Yeah. Mm.
I mean, because if we're gonna do that, then we have to be like, okay, this is legally where your property line ends. And technically you should not be parked here,
So what if
this should
I
not be here.
just say something to the effect that before we get a survey and go through all that,
Mm-hmm.
would you be able to have just motorcycle parking on the side and deliveries?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their delivery trucks block the road too,
Well,
which is understandable.
But
like,
they
I
were
get
parked
that.
out front this morning or yesterday, and you couldn't see up the road at all.
Okay.
So I'd rather them be on the side,
Mm-hmm.
and I can show him back there where it's just from the telephone pole back and toward the street. Before Tim took that culvert out and did all that work right there, you couldn't park there anyways. So it's not like they're really losing or gaining anything, but
Well, I think we should just try a nice little
Yeah,
conversation
okay.
first
All
and
right.
see what they, and then go from there. See
All
if they're
right.
cooperative or not. Like I said, I don't know the new owners. I don't know
Okay.
what kind of people what kind of person he is.
all right.
But maybe if we can have a friendly conversation
But,
first. and
but
go
if you're
from
gonna, if you take that position that that's their property where those lines are, then the village can put no parking signs all along there.
Right, and that's what I was asking you.
Right.
Right.
So,
That'd be worst case scenario if we had to go that way. That's why I wanted to get council's feelings on that.
I mean, there's prohibitions about where you can and can't park.
Yeah, but
There should be
from the stop sign 30 feet or
Well,
something,
something like that.
There you go. If he's not cooperative, just put signs up.
but, well, that would be worst case scenario, is what
Right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't wanna do that,
No,
Unless we have
nobody
to.
wants to do that. You want everybody to be cooperative.
but I just
and
wanted to make sure council was on the same page.
They can
Well,
make them put sidewalks in, and they couldn't park there at all.
Well,
have-
yeah.
Just saying.
That's a little more than the $600 survey.
That property just sold, didn't it?
Yeah,
But the end
So
zone,
they should have had a survey done.
that's
No.
what we were just saying.
Not
And it's
if-
not
you don't have
required
to in
anymore.
Ohio,
Yeah,
You don't have to do that unless the bank,
requires it.
yeah.
Required.
Some banks require it,
because when we bought our house, the bank wanted it surveyed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bank wants to make sure there's a house on the property. That's
Right.
usually what it is, a house on the property. You don't even, a lot of times they don't even put pins out.
And here's how well that survey works. I still have to go to Fred and ask him where my property lines are.
Some of them do mark them better than
Yeah.
others, cause yeah,
Right.
maybe not, yeah.
All
But
I know
that's-
is half of
Probably
our
does
porch
depends on who
doesn't
does the
belong to
survey.
us.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure council's on the same page, and we'll talk to the guy and, you know,
Just
We'll
soon
talk
work
about
it
it next
out.
meeting then.
yeah,
Soon,
Okay.
just as soon work it out that way.
Play nice first, right?
Play
Right.
nice first,
Okay.
approach nicely, and then pull out the big
All
guns if
right.
you have to.
Joni, what's up?
Well, I just wanted to come down and, we've been trying to make Mifflin look a little bit nicer.
You've done awesome.
Thank you. We did the scarecrows and we tried to do some things at Christmas and, I raised a little bit of money and we'd like to put some, flowers up We tried putting some chrysanthemums in the fall, but the deer ate them. So, we
Those
thought,
darn deer.
I know.
Beefing up my dinner.
And you know, you can put a lot of stuff out there, but it's a big town and it doesn't really make an impact. So we thought maybe we might put some hanging baskets of flowers. And I raised about $200, but I have to order the baskets. I thought maybe we would do maybe 6 baskets to start with. But I need some brackets to hang those baskets on, because you know they're about this big, and as they grow, you know they're going to get bigger. And I need to know what poles I can put those on.
So, I don't know if we're allowed to hang anything off
Well,
of
so that's what I mean, you got the,
telephone pole, flower, hanging
Oh,
basket,
If you get permission from the,
Ohio Edison. Okay,
from the where?
Ohio Edison.
Okay.
That's who
Are you
does the
talking about
lights,
the
right?
truck?
Too.
electric poles or telephone poles?
Any pole, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
electric.
matter.
Whoever just get permission from them.
Okay.
I mean, you,
Ohio Edison?
Cause there was a thing about,
yeah, because, you know, there's,
Putting
like
things
in our
on
village, there's banners, we hang
Right.
on poles.
Yeah.
We just got permission, and they let us do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, cause I know you hang the Christmas stuff up there, so
Yeah,
I.
well, and like them were grandfathered in. We had to complain to get the old ones on the new poles. They didn't wanna do that, but,
And I didn't know how high or
yeah,
how,
well,
there's
and
a,
that's, they probably got a stipulation on all that.
so I'll check with them, okay.
Okay.
And I didn't know for sure about the brackets. If you guys have any kind of a budget or anything like that you might
Well,
be able to.
if you can figure something out, we're gonna be doing appropriations in the next couple weeks. We could come up with something, I'm
Joni,
sure.
buy the brackets, find out how much they are, I'll donate it.
Okay.
I'll pitch
It'll
in
be
with
something
you.
pretty.
I'll
big,
donate
maybe
it.
Somewhat.
Yeah, and I think Kathy.
No, I mean, seriously, like, I will donate towards that,
Okay.
I think
if everything falls through.
there's another lady outside of town that's interested in Christmas lights, helping with Christmas lights, so that might be something that, I'll give you her name,
Okay.
that, maybe we can do something, cause I think we wanna get new Christmas lights this year.
Oh, I like the old ones.
I know, but
I like the old school ones
Me
too,
too.
but like,
We
you know,
have
everything new
We've
is
repaired
LED.
them as much as
they've
I
been
think.
repaired, now the wires are actually starting to just crack and,
Whatever you do, please
They're-
don't get LED, those things hurt my eyes.
well, that's
Don't
the
make
other
me
thing.
go.
Those
Listen.
old lights, you know, maybe.
That's
you have
kinda
to hang
hard.
them up, maybe you could put
I know,
them
that's why I don't
someplace.
like the new
Right.
ones, everything's LED, I hate it, it's so,
I got a question
it
on your
ruins the prettiness.
hanging basket.
Yeah.
So, what, you gonna water them daily?
Well, Kathy Doot and I were, you know, we kind of did the mums, and my husband might rig up some kind of a little sprayer for us, and she has a go-kart or
Like
whatever
in the
that
big
thing is.
city, there's guys that drive around, that's what they
Yeah.
call
Well, if
it.
you sit there and see the city department, they have those ones.
They
That,
got big ones, but
Yeah.
I just didn't know if she knew that.
yeah.
Yeah, and you have to water
In the
like every
summertime,
other
them
day.
baskets dry out
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Well,
We have
this
to
is
water 'em
gonna
like
be
every
our
other day.
first- I talked with the
In my
mayor.
front yard, it was like every day. If you miss a wire, it was.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the, but the bigger ones, if you buy the ones that, like, the ones downtown Ashland, they literally water them like 2, maybe 3 times a week.
They water them with fertilizer too.
Yes.
Yeah.
every other-
Yeah.
So if you could find out something, Joni, from Ohio Edison, that,
Okay, I'll do that.
Uh,
I did talk to the mayor in Belleville, and she said that there's a place, she gave me the name, where they got a grant to put up some of their flowers in town. And she gave me the name, I wrote it down someplace, but I haven't called.
if you find it,
FDNR or something, I
Yeah.
don't know what it was.
if you find it, post it to my page or the village
Okay,
page,
yeah.
or give it to Kath, or,
Okay, cause I gotta order them, they're like $43 for like a about the size pot, you know, and of course they'll get, and I've got $200 that I can put, I
Yeah.
figured we'd just start with maybe 6,
All right.
because, you know,
yeah,
they don't wanna buy.
see how, yeah, but make sure we got a place to put them first, so.
Okay, well, I'll check with Ohio Edison and see what they say.
But yeah, I think we can come up with some money for something.
Okay, that's cool.
Guaranteed.
And one other thing I want to talk about too is, and you guys probably already addressed that with the spring cleanup, but the trash alongside the roads is terrible, terrible going down through the end zone. And, I pick up trash and I just take it over or leave it or whatever and have, cause I guess that's a different department than you guys, the people.
Township, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wondered if, like, when are you gonna have a spring cleanup day or that, I
Well,
think that would.
I'm working on
She's
that.
gonna find that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on that.
But that's just if you put the garbage out in the corner, that's not to go pick up trash along the sides of the road.
Back in
No,
the day, they used to
Well,
let us,
and a
people
lot of
work
that
off
comes
their-
from the end zone,
Tons.
because
yeah.
they won't keep the lids on their dumpsters closed. Now, I had to threaten to have them cited the last time it happened, because it was everywhere.
Insulation.
Yeah, and they,
Well, if you drive down the road, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all the way
Yeah.
down. It doesn't look very good coming into town.
so when I talked to the guy about this,
So what's
I
that
just
times
remind them to
3?
keep it, you know, because
Or maybe we could organize something, you know,
Yeah.
everybody maybe get your bag.
Clean up day, yeah.
For us to get those.
Okay, that's all I had to talk about.
well, thank you. And yeah, you guys do a good job. I mean,
Well, it's a nice little town.
Well,
It's got a lot
they
to
have,
offer. you
Right.
know.
We like it.
Our
Yeah.
garden wall hooking.
Could be a
plant
destination.
rack.
Yeah.
And they've got different sizes.
all right. Anything else, folks? New business, old business?
Nope, not on my end.
Oh, they have these.
Oh. Okay.
As big as she's talking, I don't think that'll hold.
Greg, anything?
If there's a new position, I'm here to fill it.
New position.
Well, there you go.
It's not a new position.
It's just never
Well-
filled.
It's not been
A
filled.
different opening,
Well,
or however you want to say it.
An open position on council.
on council, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
I guess I have to appoint that, don't I? Because it
Has
hasn't.
just been passed at the-
Yep.
How sweet of you, what you do around there.
Greg, I'm gonna say no right now, but
Didn't you just say that you need somebody to fill the position?
yes,
So which one is it?
I'm not an arguing kind of deal.
I was just gonna say, if
Why-
everybody.
Well, when I
Since
made the
we're
whole-
talking, why do you wanna be on council? I ask everybody. What do you wanna be on
Didn't we
council for?
already have that whole last time, the whole?
I'm asking you now.
I was here to pull for the poor people who can't afford all the raises and everything, and keeping them more in line. You gotta have somebody pulling for the little guy.
well,
Honey, we're all poor people.
the last time you said the old people, so
Well, you know, people, when
And-
they did a survey years ago, they said majority of the people here was retired.
right.
The prices keep going up, but their money is minimal.
I know. I live that every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way, as much as property you own, there's no way you're living day to day.
Really?
Well, we also
See-
have no clue what his financial,
Yeah.
personal business is, so I mean, there's that.
It's exactly. You don't know. I mean,
Well, I'm just saying, this is not an argument here.
well, no, but when you say you're for the old people and the poor people and this and that, most of the people on the council are retired or were retired when you said it the last time. So, that pretty much took care of the old people. And I don't think any of us are rich. Now, I got some land, but I bought the land when,
25 years.
yeah, when it was a good price. I'm retired. I'm on a fixed income. I have no, other than Social Security, I don't have money coming in. So, you know, I just,
Of all the people in town, I came to.
I know you come to the
He
meetings
does, he comes to
and
every meeting.
you do all that, but you just,
Just don't lay down and be told what to do. Gotcha.
right,
You don't.
that's not it.
That's not,
Well,
this
you
is a
just said-
voting system here, that's what we do.
I don't want to turn council into a scream fest every month. That's what we had before. And we got rid of a couple people. They weren't in a majority anymore, let's put it that way. So they felt they had to leave. Well, I'm glad they left. We're supposed to be working for the village, not against each other. I don't care if we go outside, I don't like you, I don't like me. But in here, we're supposed to be working for the village. That don't mean we have to
It's okay to
agree.
disagree, we just have to do it
Yeah, agree to
cordially.
But when we
Cordially.
do that, it's gotta be for the betterment of the village. So I want to think about this,
Okay.
because the last time I appointed somebody, it come back to bite me.
Well, eventually voting's coming around, so regardless.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can
And-
always,
if you remember,
Petition to
we
run.
tried to get you to go.
I
Yes,
begged
but
you.
you wanted to dictate who I ran against.
No,
No.
Yes, you did. Yes,
that
you
was an
did.
open seat. I
came
told
in
you
here,
who you
and
was
then
gonna run
you
against.
told me that's politicking.
No, I told you who you was gonna run against, cause that's who the open seat was.
Who was
No,
it?
there was two
Pam
different
and
people.
Rob,
Yeah,
they ran.
no, Pam and Rob, but
ran
seat was
for the
open.
open seat.
I
I
asked,
didn't want that position. I wanted Mrs. Cole's position.
there's no such thing as that.
Well,
This-
there was a time she got voted in because I was here when she got voted.
No, so they vote you in.
As a
and then-
council person.
And then, as a council person, and then you are appointed whatever job is open with that
Yeah,
open seat.
He's got
This-
3 jobs.
this
He's
changes
got
every
three.
year. Whatever, like, cleans lanes and buildings. Next year, she might be
Okay,
something else.
No, I understand, but I was just saying that's the way I took it. I didn't want to go against certain people because I didn't want their position.
That was the only
I
seats
wanted
open
Mrs.
at the
Cole's
time.
position.
Oh, so
I
what
wanted
did
to
she
be
do?
the council
Her-
member.
Her seat wasn't open. Only Rob's and,
Well, it was before she got voted in.
What he's talking about is when you appointed Deb to council, when Rob and
Pam left.
Pam left. That's what
And
he's
he
talking
wanted
about.
that
Oh.
one.
was there an open seat then?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
appointed Deb to
You
the open
appointed
seat.
Deb.
Okay. And you were here?
Yeah.
He was here, he ran against me too.
But that's not what I'm talking about, Greg. I'm talking about at the last election. Me and Fleen stood right out there at the front door and asked you to run. You said, well, this and that. I said, it costs $30. You go in, get your name in, and your name goes on the ballot. So if you'd have run then, you'd have been running against Pam or Rob. Yeah, I don't know if you understand that.
Well, I do now, but at that time I thought we were like, you were wanting me to take their position. I was like,
No.
Well, you
don't
would
want
have.
their position.
You would have taken
You
I
would have
wanted-
took their
I wanted
seat.
an open position, you know.
Oh, no, we
Well,
have
at the
an
time,
open
there wasn't
seat.
an open position.
No.
Then,
Yeah.
at that
That's
election,
why I didn't, that's why I didn't.
So
You
it's a
had-
misunderstanding.
you had to do the
Well, I
election
didn't do
thing.
the thing, because I didn't, those positions.
Okay.
were
You
filled.
didn't understand.
But
That's
like I
okay.
said, let me think about this for a month and
Well, I want to say